The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Alessandro Nesta looking a picture of calm out there, Jim. No doubt ready to deliver yet another defensive masterclass.
Yeah, a man who week in, week out took on the very best attackers. He always embraced that, and they very rarely got the better of him.
A proper virtuoso of the game. Even the most brutal tackles were delivered with flawless timing, impeccable grace, elegance.
Spot on.
Now it's Dembele. Rice. And here's Yamal. Decent chance! The pass has gone astray. And it's Rice. And here's Haaland. Bellingham.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their...
He's having a pop! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Nesta. Nedved. Nedved running with intent. Oh, that's fabulous. Driving through the middle. And the finish! That's another chance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. And the pass is intercepted.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Now there's a fine ball. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Rice, a player who needs no introduction. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Yamal. Could move up a gear here, and he is deftly away.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's good play. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he's having a hit! Over to the other side. Italy have it back and can go again. Yamal. And here's Dembele.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rice. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Nedved. He is through here. Vinicius Junior. Oh, look at the space. Shot a goal! Not the most accurate pass. Bellingham. Well, that pass isn't the best. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ronaldinho is fouled. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Yamal. Vinicius Junior is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Nedved. Now he's running away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Strong running down that left flank. He's got away. Thuram clears without hesitation. And here's Haaland. And he's managed to get free. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Nedved. Good, strong midfield running here. Chance for a shot! Goal! France! And France are in front. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Bellingham, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And the referee has blown for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. France come in leading by just the odd goal.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
France can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Oh, good-looking ball. Nedved driving forwards. Rice defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rafael Varane. Oh, can he get onto this? That has ended up in no man's land. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's tidy. Now it's Mbappe. And a chance! And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against France.
And so a wonderful view of this most hallowed turf. A truly special feeling, no matter who is playing at Wembley. Wembley Stadium, connected by EE. We're up and running then.
I think Pavel Nedved's going to have a starring role here, Peter. Being two-footed, he can operate both as a traditional and as an inverted winger. So he always offers you that option, hugging the line or coming inside.
Very versatile, isn't he?
Yeah, and then there's that trademark run from deep.
So the defence are going to have their hands full.
You can say that again.
Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Vieira. Now it's Hullet. Desai cuts out the pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Ferran Torres. Vieira. So no chances falling either way for the time being. And it's Hullet. Leicester is the guilty party there. Nedved. Seedorf. And this is Hullet. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Vieira. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Nedved really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Ronaldinho is flagged offside.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Nedved. Looking for options for movement. Ferran Torres in the hunt and looking threatening. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal makes a move down the right. Vieira. Vinicius Junior is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. And he thumps it clear. That's an imaginative pass. Takes a shot! Vieira. It's Seedorf. And it's Rooney. Now it's Nedved. He's found a way through. Nedved. Very nicely done. Leicester did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Mbappe. Maldini did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Rooney, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Brilliantly cut out. Ferran Torres. Here's Nedved. Vieira. Great vision.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
A goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Yamal driving forward. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Seedorf. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Vinicius Junior. France do have a chance to counter here. Crunching tackle. Yamal. And it's Ronaldinho. Succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Rooney. Nedved. Rooney. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's straight offside. Thuram. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So, into the second half.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to...
Tries a shot! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Croatia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Croatia have broken through. It's 1-0. And talk Yamal! And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Desailly promptly onto that, and that is that. Nedved. And it's Gullit. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Vinicius Junior. Oh no, what has happened here? Desailly. France still this single goal behind. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Ronaldinho. A lot. And the shot! And a neat finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. It made him look a bit silly, Peter.
France restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Nedved conjures time and space where few can. He's in a great position here. Here's a chance! Goal, France! They've done it! It was applause coming! They have their reward! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So we have a breakthrough. Now, can he finish? And that was too close for comfort.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Ferran Torres. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. France have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, shooting chance! Sensational from Bellingham! He's got himself an absolute peach. And there's the goal they've been looking for. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Substitution for Croatia, number 22.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Coming on the field, number 18.
Now it's Rooney. It's Rooney!
Number 11, Suarez. Number 10, Mbappe. Number 15, Mateus. Substitution in progress. Substitution for Croatia, number 19, Rooney.
And this is Kagawa.
He's
He's gone backward here. Decent chance! Yeah. Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. O'Shea, good strong midfield running here. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Neymar, the pressing's intense and it's paid off. Eto'o touches it back. That's Nedved. He's shifting through the gears here. Nedved showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pass somewhat off target. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Ronaldinho. Neymar. He's looking unstoppable. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Has been indicated.
Mateus. Vieira. 4 added minutes on the board. Desai goes sliding in. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Thinks about the shot. And that's that. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He is through here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He leaps for it. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. And it's Bellingham. Just eases him off the ball. No, that pass has been well intercepted. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now the cross. Leicester deals with that comfortably. Mbappe, and the counter-attack is on for France. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Hazard. France are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And it's Ronaldinho. That's a good ball out wide. It's a good foot in there. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. And the through ball. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. It's actually quite long from back to front.
Looking for the run. Vieira is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bellingham. Now this could be a chance. Bellingham.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's intervened well there. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. France disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Looking to play him in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Yamal is in a really good position out wide. Lovely feet. Bullet. And now the breakaway. Pullet powering forward here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. He's on it, can he get away? A probing pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Vinicius Junior. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Chance here to counter. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho ploughing through the middle. Desai defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Yamal, he is onto this. Nice control. Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And this is Hullet. Nesta. Nice physical challenge. Ronaldinho. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Belly. And it's Ronaldinho. And that brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. So straight into the second half. So neither side has yet... Tries one from range! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Vieira. This is a promising build-up. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Has crossed into the middle. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Mbappe looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Delivers with whip. And it's claimed by the keeper. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Almost an hour gone. Now, can they get him away? Vieira is always scanning the pitch for targets. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Stood up well to him there. He's in a great position here. And that is well cleared. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a searching pass. Spread neatly. Nesta. Yamal. It's Bellingham. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And can he finish? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
Well, look,
22.
they know they've got a height
Le numéro
advantage,
9.
and it's time for
Le
them to
numéro
use it.
23. Ronaldinho. Le numéro 5.
And it's been taken
Le
short.
numéro 10. À leur place, le
Maldini
numéro 11.
with the clearance.
Bale. Le numéro 25.
Oh, now here's an interesting
Le
matchup.
numéro 18. Le numéro 14. Le numéro 17. Neymar. Changement en cours.
Tries to thread one through.
That's positional goals. The utilisation of...
Chance for a shot! It's a goal! And that could well be the winner!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have the first goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. France seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
He's got away. And he's quick to snatch it back. And here's Bale.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, good take in a good area.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Messi. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Eto'o. Neymar.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
What's going wide left? Could move up a gear here. And that interception was most... Could be danger here. Now the big chance! And that's a sharp finish. The whistle's gone and the game is over. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running.
The Netherlands promoted the philosophy of total football, and Clarence Seedorf is one of its finest exponents.
Yeah, pretty hard to find a weakness, isn't it?
Yeah, and for all his strengths, Peter, I think it's his passing that stands out mostly for me. He supports all of that with real determined movement, whether he plays as a 10 or deeper.
Marcelo is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And it's Azar. Oh, he's found support out wide. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now then, the ball's come loose. Wriggles his way through. Hullet. Bellingham. And this is Hullet. And it's hit the woodwork and out! Ronaldinho. He is through here! Ronaldinho! That's put paid to the danger. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
And he shoots! He's in a great position here. Mbappe! Goal, France! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence.
Shot, surely! Driving on and making good progress. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Azar. Rummenigge is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Bellingham. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Oh, tries a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Mbappe! Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. Seedorf. Rummenigge. Out towards the flank. That's a good run down the left. Oh, that's neat. And it's Azar. Goes down, but nothing given. Can he spark a counter here? Bellingham. Desailly. Rafael Varane. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Ronaldinho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ibrahimovic does really well to win the ball there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Thuram, that's a cute ball. Yamal gets into a good position. Oh, it's and the finish! France are looking to break at pace. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That has been cut short. Thuram carries the ball down the right. Saliba is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And it's Ronaldinho. Seedorf. Hazard. Driving forward. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's an errant pass.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Takes on his marker. And here's Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance to deliver. He's had a shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
France are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's got away. Hazard has the space to scheme. He leaps for it. Lovely feet. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Marcelo. And he whips it in, and he's cut it out.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
He's picked his way through. And he's quick to snatch it back. Vieira is always scanning the pitch for targets. And that's been won straight back. Decent chance! And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everyone,
kick off.
and welcome to
The
Old
excitement
Trafford.
already palpable.
Manchester United against France.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So that's got things underway. Manchester United have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that? Iniesta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Iniesta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's a good foray he's making. Rummenigge. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram gets across to intercept that. And they can counter here. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Driving through... And the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And this is Schweinsteiger. Oh, that's a fine interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now this could be a chance. Shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Iniesta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Forward it goes. France have the chance to go the other way. Chance! Iniesta! Immaculate!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's having a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Now it's Nedved. Very nicely done. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Desailly cuts out the pass. And this is Iniesta.
That's going in strongly.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Iniesta, very much a man of this moment. Nedved ventures forward. And he's in on... And a chance! And one more try! It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That's an imaginative pass. Looking to play him in. This looks promising. Crossed into the box. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Oh, easy pickings there. Luis Suarez is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Desai did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Knocks it out wide. And it's Schweinsteiger. Lewis. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Rodri. Yamal. Bellingham. Oh, what a ball! Now it's shapes to shoot! Now, oh, what has happened here? So much time and space here. Look at the space here. Goes for a shot! Vieira tries to clear. And here's Hullet. Chance, surely! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Corner number 2 then. Nedved goes short. Bellingham tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Quite a game this, all square again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Big chance! Vinicius Junior. And it's Iniesta. Yamal is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Good running, strong and purposeful. Yamal driving forwards. That's tidy. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. France are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
France can take heart from the fact that they're more than holding their own despite being a man down. That's credit to their level of organisation and spirit. Now that they've got a chance to have a breather and settle down, it'll be interesting to see what approach they'll take after the break.
So really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The scorer is going for goal! No, just over.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Maldini. Desai. Rodri. Nedved running with intent. That's a little off target. Quality ball. Great defending, strong and determined.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing. Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Spread it left. Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. Shot a goal! Goal! Manchester United! And again they hit the front.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Oh, shooting chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
France really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Substitutions taking place.
Corner number 3 coming up. There's the shot! And it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The attendance for this match.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
France dragged themselves back again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
He's in a great position. Decent chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Vinicius Junior is always looking to break lines. That's a good run down the left. He has found the way through. Iniesta, Vinicius Junior. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Manchester United have their third corner. Now there's a fine ball, and he welcomes it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Iniesta, and it's made its way to him. And this is Iniesta. He's had a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Bastian Schweinsteiger. Coming on to replace him is...
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Beckham. Substitution.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He's found a way through.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's Eto'o. Iniesta. Eto'o. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Chance for a shot!
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 8, Iniesta. Coming on the field
There is
is
some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on.
Can he finish?
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
There will be 5 minutes
Beckham.
added time.
Ronaldinho. France do have a chance to counter here. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. That is good strength. And it's Beckham. Rodri is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Vinicius Junior over to the right flank. He's found space here. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that is as far as it goes. France have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat
Bellingham! Oh, and the keeper couldn't hold it.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Oh, good ball! Over to the right flank. Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's onside! And that's a simple one for the keeper.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
France ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. That's a good foray he's making. Played towards the other side. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Alvarez with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Alvarez. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Timber. Salah.
Pretty robust defending.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Nesta is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
That's a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Mbappe. Alvarez, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nice control. Oh, that was vital. Couldn't squeeze it through.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's found a way through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That is a brilliant interception.
Finland genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Bellingham. Nunez receives it in a good position here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Bellingham. And it's De Jong. That has been slung wide. Oh, good take in a good area. Ronaldinho quietly revving up. No, he's not getting past him there. Now it's Mohamed Salah. De Jong. And it's Bellingham. Half-time getting close now. Thuram gets a foot in and wins the ball. Driving forward. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe is fouled. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. Look at the shooting chance! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Timber. This is De Jong. And it's Bellingham. Turns back here, probably the best option. Nunez chasing after it. Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now it's Ronaldinho. And it's half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
France really seemed to lose their way a bit, it has to be said, Peter, having started the game quite strongly. I think the boss is going to have to find a way to reignite the fire now.
And a quick announcement today that...
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
We're on the move again.
Number 4.
Both sides defensively robust up to now.
Number 21. Rodrigo de Paul. Coming on the
Yamal.
field. Number 11. Danny Olmo. Number 22. Mikel
Front-footed
Merino.
pressing going on here.
Number 18.
Bellingham.
Vieira.
De Jong looking to pass their way up the pitch. Played into space. Oh, played through for the wide man. Alvarez! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There's the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Alvarez. Alvarez gets on his bike and on the move. Alvarez stood his ground strongly. De Jong. And here's Merino. Shot at goal! Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Tries to pass it through. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And it's Bellingham. Just about up to the hour now. And he's well positioned here. He's having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Vinicius Junior. Ronaldinho threads one in. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Calafiori. And it's Marino. This is De Jong. It's a searching pass. Calafiori. Mikel Marino looking to receive it in space.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And he's found a way past. Vinicius Junior. Timber did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's picked his way through.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Alvarez. Number 3,
And it's Timber.
Frenkie de Jong. Coming on the field,
Calafiori.
number 6,
Played right into his path.
Lampard.
Marino.
Number 41, Rice. Substitutions taking place.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Into the last quarter of an hour. Played out to the left flank.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, he's trying to skip past. It's Eto'o! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
France with the corner, there first. They've played it short. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Al Kubasi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Dani Olmo finding himself in space, crosses it in, and that's the keeper's ball.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Now it's Neymar. Eto'o, and he welcomes it in.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Neymar ventures forward, and he's managed to get free. Real chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Rooney clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
There will
Very
be 1
nicely
minute
done.
added time.
Shot could be on Neymar! He lifts the roof! A breakthrough! So late in the day! And that is a goal worthy of unit. And that will be it. France have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
The Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only... Can he finish? Well, they could break here. Yamal, he's shifting through the gears here. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Schweinsteiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. And this is Luis Suarez. Lam. Mbappe. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both...
Oh, he's all alone. Goes for a shot! Oh, crossbar! Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's Bellingham. Oh, it's a great ball. Tries a shot! It's bounced back off the post. And it's been hooked away. Pass somewhat off target. Azar, very much a man of this moment. Looking for options for movement. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Schweinsteiger. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bellingham. Yamal. Lam. Strong running down that left flank. And it's Schweinsteiger. Closing in on... It's Schweinsteiger! And he's done it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, he's bustling through here! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
The ball has bounced loose now. Thuram. And Yamal. And he's being shifted off it. Nicely weighted ball. So no flag here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's in a great position here. Gets a good foot in there. Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he is dashing away.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now who's going to be first to this? Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. Picked out brilliantly. Suarez finds himself offside. Desai. Thuram. Half-time getting close now. Aimed beyond the defence. It's played through for him. He's had a shot! Off the post! And that's a tiny finish! 200! It's the goal they all came to see. Ronaldinho duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
France restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's found a way through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So your views on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And so the action is resumed.
France have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Now, can they get him away? Bellingham. Vieira. In with the challenge. Vieira. Now it's Luis Suarez. Stood up well to him there. Yamal defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Played out wide. And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. Desai is there and he can get that clear. Yamal is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Lahm. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Real chance!
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 5.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Le numéro 23.
France have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Le numéro 11.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can...
It's Neymar!
Changement.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pirlo plays it short. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
France now in a position far more desirable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Tries to play it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And it's Gerrard. Rooney conjures time and space where few can. Just about up to 75 minutes. Always goal Bale! And he has kept it out somehow.
Bale is offering a right smile there.
France have their second corner now. They've played it short. Oh, good take in a good area. Now, can he find a finish? Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Neymar has the space to scheme. He has found the way through. Now, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Vieira. And here's them shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And how did he not put that away?
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Corner number 3 coming up. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Ferdinand.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
5 minutes left on the clock. Great ball. Can he finish? So now the difference is 3. Dembele. Ferdinand concedes a free kick for that. And it's Neymar. Driving through the middle. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Takes a shot! And it's in! They're back within reach! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Iniesta. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's managed to get free. Neymar. And it's Gerrard. Neymar venturing down the left. Oh, easy pickings there. Great vision.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's got away. Vieira. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy Ferran Torres is another talented Spanish wide player, although he's done well when he's played centrally when required. I mean, very capable in possession, we all know that, but he has this real drive about him, something that makes him very good in those one-on-one situations in wider positions.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Oh, easy pickings there. Yamal.
Such good technique.
Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Vieira, Schweinsteiger, and Darwin. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ambitious ball here. Now that's well seen too. Desai. Vieira. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's a little off target. Nicely weighted ball. Can he latch on to this? He's shifting through the gears here. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. He's having a pop! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation.
He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That has been slung wide.
France really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a throw. And it's Bellingham. Yamal, a player who needs no introduction.
Paris Saint-Germain definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
That is good strength. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, no joy this time. Now it's Darwin. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Bellingham! It's bounced back off the post. And it's been hooked away. And this is Hullet. And he can thump it away. Now it's Yamal. He's got away. Ferran Torres. Now it's Darwin. Good read, needed to be. Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's managed to get free. Dani Olmo. Now it's Yamal. Ferran Torres. Looking for options for movement. And he's running through. Chance for a shot! Bellingham.
This is the time you need that pace.
Bellingham. Tries a deft little ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Desai.
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. Knocks it out wide. Cucurella picks it up out wide. Cucurella, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Passes coming off in quick succession here, and France can counter now. And it's Bellingham. Ronaldinho. He is just caressing the ball. Dani Olmo. Schweinsteiger. Yamal in acres of space out wide. He is through here. Flings in across. Dani Olmo! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. France currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving...
Oh, what has happened here? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both.
Goes for a shot!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Now he's got space here. Oh, and the finish! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all...
Can he finish? And again, he is at his elastic best.
Bellingham really can't believe it, foiled by the keeper again.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 14.
So time for change.
Le numéro 9.
And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Ronaldinho. Le numéro 10. À leur place.
That's a sharp pass.
Bale.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Luis Suarez. Le numéro 18.
Desailly simply refused to be outdone there. Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Neymar! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Corner number 2 then. Forced to go back. Shot. Decent chance! And yes, it's there! What do you think now about that goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Bale is onto it in a flash. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Played out wide. Nedved. Very nicely done. Great ball, and he's in here. Takes a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. Nedved goes short.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Goes forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Played right into his path. He's in a great position here. France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 5. À sa place, le numéro 19. Changement.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Kubo.
That's a cute ball. Chips it through. Oh, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having met...
It's Neymar! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. It's a goal kick. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
It's a good show of persistence, this. If they manage an equaliser, it'll be a great show.
That's an imaginative pass. France are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Nesta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Now it's Musiala, and a chance! Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that was very necessary. Vieira does well not to be outdone there.
De temps additionnel.
Cucurella, probing pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Kubo. Looking for the run. Kubo. Oh, that's nice. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Suarez is in a really good position out wide. He's found a way through. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Manchester United.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that in any game at any... Tries a shot! And it's a goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, he's been caught napping! Caught offside that time. It's run loose here. That is a little undercooked. And here's Mbappe.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Bellingham. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Thuram. Oh, that is a nice touch. Space for him to turn and look. That'll be a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Well timed, excellent interception. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And it's hoisted clear. And here's Hullet. He has found the way through. Decent chance! And that has been cleared. Has to go back here. And he shoots! And again! And he's stuck it away! France are back on level terms. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that looks a decent ball. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. France have their second corner now. They've played it short. Corner number 3 coming up. That's a decent clearance. And it's Nesta. Desai, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. quick look, thought about cutting inside. Ronaldinho quietly revving up. Now it's Hullet.
That's going in strongly.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He won't be happy with that one. Thinks about the shot. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Manchester United with the lead.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Mbappe. Yamal! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Mateus, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot! And no mistake. And they're threatening to fly away here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Attention, changement.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Hullet, and he's certainly onside here. Can he finish? A collective sigh of relief from the defence. So their fourth corner of the game. Chance! They're up to 5 corners now. And the finish! And he nearly went all the way.
Lamine Yamal just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Vieira. No, he's just misjudged that one. Nesta. And he's been shifted off it.
3 minutes.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's a cute ball. Oh, played through for the wide man, and he's picked it up out wide. And he's gone backward here. Mbappe. And the referee has blown for half-time. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. That gets us going once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, that has not gone well. Messi. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's got the beating of his man. And pull it! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
So now the difference is 3. Floated through. Turan. And Yamal. Yamal gets on his bike and on the move. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now, and the shot! And it's there! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And this is Ronaldinho. And that is masterful defending. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And the counter-attack is on for France. Yamal is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mateus. France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Pepe. Seedorf. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, some astute defending there. Yamal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pepe. Pepe. Seedorf. And it's Ferdinand. For Lahm. Out of play for a throw.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 5, le numéro 23, Ronaldinho. Le numéro 10. À leur place, le numéro 19, le numéro 17, Neymar. Le numéro 18, changement.
Eto'o gets flagged offside. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Schweinsteiger is fouled. And he's going to have his name taken. And it's Vieira. See, good effort from distance. And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Nedved driving forwards. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ferran Torres. Pelé. Oh, that's fabulous. Pelé! Oh, denied at the last. That's rather hopeful. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's a lovely, neat pass. Seedorf. No outsmarting him this time. And it's Bale. Oh, well measured. It's Nedved! Oh, there was plenty of... Nedved! And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then hope to produce an aggressive counter-attack or two. This system can accommodate that, and I certainly hope we're going to get something positive in response, and it's not going to be all defence.
Knocks it out wide. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Keeper has taken decisive action. He's rising! It's loose, and there's a race for... And he's following up! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. Now it's Neymar. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Stood up well to him there. Short changes him with that pass. Lam. Yamal. Rodri. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, sweet feet. Cucurella proves just a little bit too strong. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. So what can they make of this? Hazard making a dash for it. Neymar, very much a man of this moment.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Maldini. Lovely pass, but can he get there? A header! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Falkirk are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Falkirk find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football.
Oh, give it away! And that's going to be a goal kick. A whisker away from making it 4.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a good run he's making out on the left. Referee has just said play on. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Neymar. Rodri. And they can counter here. Lam is always looking to play quality balls. Now, can they get him away? Yamal! And that has forced them. Could be danger here. And it's Eto'o. He is through here. Steaming on goalwards. Now, who's going to be first to this? And the pass is intercepted. Bellingham. Hazard. He's a sharp little ball here. He's in a great position here. And he's managed to... And a chance! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
That's really well cleared.
Has been indicated.
And it's Neymar. Hazard. Well, they've got it again. Neymar.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So the action resumes. France not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing. Neymar. Oh, that's a shot at goal! And that's a good finish. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So could they be onto something here? Cucurella is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Oh, no joy this time. Out of play for a goal kick. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a cute ball. And he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. And that is masterful defending.
Oh, that's real confidence in that tackle. He got himself in the perfect position.
Now it's Mbappe. Cucurella. Oh, that's fabulous. He has a look up. And the shot! Goal! And they are disappearing out of sight. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
He leaps for it! He will be livid with himself. Nedved needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Bellingham. Oh, this is a great position. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. Maldini with the clearance. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lam.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Ibrahimovic. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So we have movement on both benches.
Coming on the field is
Thuram.
number 18, Gullit. Substitution in progress.
And it's Cucurella. Just eases him off the ball. Yamal carries the ball down the right. Yamal. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Look at the space here. Mbappe. Pull it. And it's Lam. Can he get on the end of this? Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Bale. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Ronaldinho. Musiala. Just about up to 75 minutes. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lam. He's found the way through. Looking for the run. That's an excellent interception. Ronaldinho. Driving forward. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have...
He's having a shot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! About as smooth as it gets. This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Again. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.